friends, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're doing a birthday bookshop because it's my birthday. Well, it was my birthday a couple days ago, but that doesn't matter. We're going on a birthday bookshop today so that I can buy books. I don't know, do the one thing that brings me happiness: buying, reading, purchasing books. What better way to spend my birthday than at the bookstore? So we are gonna go and buy a bunch of books. I do have a list / prompts for the books that I'm allowed to buy because I will end up buying the entire bookstore if I do not limit myself. So we will buy books according to the prompt unless I see something that I really want. It's fine. A few prompts that I wrote down are: next book in a series, trophy for shelves, first book in a new series, book I've been putting off, book I haven't heard much about, and an author I haven't read before. So those are some of the prompts. Those are what I'm allowed to purchase for my little birthday shopping spree. So we're gonna go to Barnes and we're gonna do a big old bookshop. Whoa. Alright friends, we have officially made it to Barnes, and we have come to the big Barnes, which is always so fun and exciting because it's literally massive. It's 2 floors, brings me so much happiness. So we're gonna go explore. It's always fun here because I don't know where anything actually is, so I actually get to explore and look around. Whereas like my home Barnes, I know her, she knows me. I also do know that I have to I have to renew my Barnes membership today, so hopefully they have the blue tote bag because I want the blue tote. Are there any books that I'm like, I need to get this today? I'm not sure. I do know that I have to go to Barnes tomorrow because Jess Hastings' new book comes out tomorrow, so I do have to go do that. If they have it in there today, it's coming home with me, but I feel like Barnes is usually good about not putting things out early. Are there anything that I'm looking for specifically? No, not really. Also, I will do a big book haul when we get back home. I do have other books that I want to haul for you guys that I've gotten in the past couple weeks because I feel like I haven't done a book haul at all. So we will do that as well when we get back. But for now, let's go shopping. So I think I'm gonna pick this Frederick Buckman book as a book that I've either been putting off or as an author that I haven't read before because I've heard amazing things about Frederick Buckman. I just have yet to pick up one of his books. I do own Beartown, but I kind of want to wait until like the winter-ish to read that book. So I think I'm gonna get Anxious People because I've heard amazing things about it and that it's very relatable if you do have anxiety. So I think I'm gonna get this one. yeah, this works. Me scared of being outside by myself. Anyway, okay, so I'm finding that a lot of the books that I want, they don't have. I was looking for Cash by Jessica Peters. They don't have that. Also, my list slash my challenge that I had going might be kind of out the window because I genuinely cannot figure out what books to buy for each prompt. So, don't kill me. So far, I have 4 books in my hands. We did cross off a couple of the prompts. So we have this for the first book in a series. I've been dying to read this series. The next book in a series, even though I haven't technically read the second book, this would be the next book that I need. Just me making things up. I saw this and I realized I needed it. What can I say? I was also looking for Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, and they don't have it. I wanted to take that book on vacation with me, but it's also not on Kindle Unlimited, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. So, let's see. Oh God. Guys, I did some damage. I'm sweating. Hold on. I'm sweating. I'm parched. I need to order Shake Shack. It's hot. Hold on. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, let me talk to you while I wait for my Shake Shack because I just ordered Shake Shack. When in doubt, order Shake Shack. So, pretty much, the shopping was great. I really went in not knowing what I was doing. I had the prompts. I had what I want. Actually, no. I didn't go in with a plan. I tried to make a plan for myself with the prompts. But as I was shopping, I realized that the prompts actually made it quite difficult. I think I needed better, well thought out prompts because, I don't know, something went wrong. Maybe it's my brain. Maybe I'm the problem. Overall, shopping was good. I did almost pass out once. I don't know why, but it almost happened, so that was good. And my Shake Shack's ready, so I will see you guys back at home when we do our little Holly haul. Alrighty friends, I am back from Barnes, so now it's time for a little haul. And by a little haul, I mean a kind of big haul because I have other books that I've previously purchased that I will be sharing with you guys because I feel like it. Anyway, we did do some damage, indeed. I did get my blue bag, which is very fun and exciting. So I did renew my Barnes membership for the year, and I'm very excited about it. I have been dying for this blue bag since it came out, but I knew not to buy it because I was going to renew my membership and get it. Also, blue bag, blue hair, need it. I did spend like a little bit over $100, but I blame that on renewing my membership. So, we're not gonna talk about it. I did say before, the prompts kind of got left in the dust during my shopping trip. But we will go over which ones I did, in fact, complete. The first 2 were Next Book in a Series and Trophy for a Shelf, which I did not end up getting. And then the next book is First Book in a Series, which I ended up picking Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I've heard such good things about this book and this series. So I believe this book is a second chance romance between a single mother and her ex-husband. So it's her finding her place in the world after her relationship and then re-falling in love with her ex, and I feel like that would be really interesting. I haven't read anything like that really, so I feel like that'll be fun. I've also just heard such amazing things about this book. Then the next one I have is Book I've Been Putting Off, which I ended up picking Beautiful Venom by Rena Kent. I haven't dipped my toes into dark romance very much. I feel like the closest I've gotten is Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver, but even that is like a dark romantic comedy, so I feel like it's not really the same thing. And I keep seeing this book and I think that the cover is so cute, and also I believe it's hockey romance, and I feel like that might be a good way to get me into dark romance, would be through a hockey romance, because I love me a hockey romance. So I'm excited. Also, it's just so pretty. I don't love all sprayed edges, but these sprayed edges kind of eat. So, and we will see if I get into my dark romance era. Who's to say? Okay, and then the next one is a book I haven't heard much about, which I ended up, it was the last thing I picked up because I saw it and I thought the cover was absolutely adorable. It's called Homebound by Meredith Trapp, and it says he's heading back to get the girl. Look at this cover. It is so freaking cute. I couldn't not get it, and it was the only one on the table, and I was like, honestly, I'm sold. And I believe it is also a second chance romance, but she's a bull rider. It says, she is Texas' toughest bull rider, and he's determined to win her heart. I believe, so she is a bull rider, and he is a hockey player, and she's also like a player. And I'm so excited. I feel like that's kind of role reversal when it comes to especially being a female bull rider. I think that this is going to be so fun, and I'm very excited to read this. And then the next one is an author I haven't read before, so I ended up picking up Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I've heard so many amazing things about Frederick Bachman. Even when I was checking out, the cashier was like, Anxious People is such a good book, like it's so good. So I was like, I feel good about my decision. So those were all the books that I bought for the prompts, but while I was there I also saw Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston, which is her release for this year. So the concept of this book is just so fun. She is a well-known songwriter, or she has gone home to her hometown and everything in her life is falling apart and she is struggling to write music. There's this one tune in her head with the voice of somebody she doesn't know, and this guy ends up strolling in to town, and I guess they work together to write this song because he is the voice that's inside of her head. I don't know, but that just sounds so fun. Like, I feel like this book is going to feel like a love song, and I need that in my life. Absolutely. Also, it's just so cute. And then I think I said in a clip that they didn't have Cash by Jessica Peterson, which I really wanted to get. And as I was on my way out, I stopped at the front of the store and was like looking at the other tables they had. And of course, I ended up finding Cash. Also, I ended up finding an edition with sprayed edges, which I wasn't looking for, but I don't hate it. I'm not mad at it. I also don't know what this book is about. I just know that it's a cowboy romance, because I love me a cowboy romance. It just says Molly Luck has run out of luck. So it's giving grumpy sunshine, forced proximity. So I guess this girl has an unexpected death in her family, and so she has to move home to this town that she doesn't necessarily like. And while she is working on this ranch that she now owns, she ends up having to work with the foreman of the ranch, which is Cash, and he is a grumpy, growly, rude man that she wants gone. So that was the last book that I bought today. I've been seeing this book so much, and I've been dying to read it for at least a year now, so let me add it to my TBR so that I can actually do that. And then I just have a couple books that I've previously purchased within the last month or two, and I just wanted to share them with you. So we have Gloves Off by Stephanie Archer, which is a hockey romance, which I did recently read for a reading vlog, and I enjoyed it. Enemies to Lovers, Marriage of Convenience. I think this is the 4th book in the series, and it was very good. I also got Unloved by Peyton Corinne. This is the 2nd book in, what is the series called actually? I don't know what the series is called, but the first one is Unsteady, the second one is Unloved, and this follows the girl from the first book's best friend and I guess another guy on the hockey team. And from what I saw of these two in the last book, I was very excited about this book. I'm pretty sure she tutors him and he helps her out of a bad relationship, I think. Something along those lines. But I enjoyed Unsteady. It wasn't my favorite, but I think I might like this one a little bit more than I liked that one. So we shall see. I ended up going to a small little indie bookstore and they had a signed edition of Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, and I saw it and I got very excited about it. I think it follows 3 women, and I do know that they're vampires. I think it follows their origin story on how they became vampires. I could be completely wrong. I most of the time do go into books blind, especially something like this. But you had me at vampires. So yeah, it says 3 young women, their bodies planted in the same soil, their stories tangled like roots. One grows high, one grows deep, and one grows wild, and all of them grow teeth. That sounds so fun. It says the story is about hunger, the story is about love, the story is about rage. Female rage. That is what drew me to this book. Female rage. And then I am going on vacation next week, so I had to get some books that were summery themed. So I did buy Nora Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan because I've heard amazing things about this book. And I read Summer Romance by her last year and really enjoyed it. And this is her first book, maybe? I can't remember now. But this book follows a romance writer whose story is getting adapted to film, or she's a screenwriter, one of the two. And this very famous male actor comes into town to be the main character of her story, and I guess a relationship grows between the two of them. And yeah, so that should be fun. I've heard great things, so I'm planning on taking this on vacation with me. I also did buy A Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. It's upstairs though, so I'm not gonna go get it, but I'm very excited about that. I did not know that she was releasing that book. I don't know where I was, but very excited about it. I actually have no idea what the plot is, but that is another book that I want to take with me on vacation because it's giving vacation vibes, of course. And then the last book I have here is Beartown by Frederick Bachman, which I saw it in the bookstore and I don't necessarily know what told me to buy it, but something was screaming at me, so I did in fact purchase it. I probably won't be reading it anytime soon. I'll probably read it when it gets colder outside, but I'm reaching towards some Frederick Bachman books because I've heard such amazing things. I almost bought My Friends as well, but I was like, let me read one of the 2 that I just bought and then I'll decide if I want to get My Friends. That was my big ol' haul. Literally a big ol' haul. All the books that I bought myself for my birthday / my birthday month. Thank you guys so much for coming on this bookshop with me. I'm struggling to hold this up. But if you had a good time with me, hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.